Hello everybody, my name is Jason Rader. I am currently stationed in Honolulu, Hawaii for the 94th Army Air and Missile Defense Command. I am the Cyber Operations Sergeant for the 94th, and I am very proud to be here, and I am proud to be part of your class. I thank you guys. One of the things I'd like to do is give a little background about myself. I am currently married. I have two beautiful daughters. Harper, she's 2.5, and Emmeline, she's 4 months. And I'd just like to share that with all of you. So one thing that I would like to express to you guys for the sharing portion would be, I would have to say a significant moment in my life is when my daughter was born. My oldest, Harper Lynn. She was born 9 weeks early. Supposed to be born late January, came early December. So we make the joke that she wanted Christmas presents. It's really significant to me because when she was born, she was the year prior to that, I had lost my grandfather on December 3rd. And the next year, on December 3rd, born 9 weeks and 5 days early, was my daughter. So I make the joke that they had planned it out. It had to be something, but it goes a little bit deeper than just her being significant to my grandfather. The story behind all of that is that my wife and I had to do in vitro fertilization because my wife has complications, medical complications in having children naturally. So we were given the opportunity through the Army to do in vitro fertilization. Great program, wonderful people. Probably some of the nicest, sweetest people I've ever met in my life was at Brooke Army Medical Center in San Antonio. Highly recommend everybody, if you need in vitro, go there. But besides that, it was our first time ever doing in vitro. We did a fresh cycle. The fresh cycle did not take, so they froze the extra embryos that we had, and the frozen cycle is the one that actually took. So that was my daughter. We actually had to deliver her in a box in a test tube from San Antonio to Fort Hood, Texas. That was a pretty cool experience. Wife had to go through a lot of procedures for that. So there's the significance of my grandfather, the significance of all the wonderful, sweet, sciencey magic, if you will. But the next portion was that my daughter wanted to come out 9.5 weeks early. So I would always take my cell phone with me to our 6:30 in the morning physical training time, which is when, for some of you who don't know, we conduct physical training at certain times in certain military posts to keep us ready and in shape for deployments and things of that nature. But the one day that I did not take my phone, the one and only day in the entire pregnancy, was the day that my wife's water broke. So we did that. She's blowing up my phone as it's sitting in my truck. And as soon as I got done with PT, I had 1.5 million messages from her saying that, hey, you need to get home now. We're gonna have a baby. And 4 days later, here comes Harper Lynn, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. They were worried that she wouldn't be breathing normally. She was breathing normal air just fine. My wife, as she was getting stitched up, was awaiting to see Harper, and her sister came walking in, and my mistake, which she still does not let me live down, was that I grabbed her sister. I said, "No, Shauna, come here, look at the baby." So Shauna got to hold Harper's hand before my wife ever got to touch her or see what she looked like. So there's that. But yeah, I just like to, that's my story. And I just like to say thank you guys for taking the time and letting me share that with you. I hope you got a little enjoyment out of it, since I have to do this in my garage because I have 2 screaming babies. So thank you all again, and take care.